This is Sean with Voices of Racing. We are here at Future Star Racing's facility in Brownsburg, Indiana. And Bryce Curry, you have a business out here in Brownsburg, and you are a sponsor for the team. Is that right?
That's correct. Yes,
What's
sir.
the name of your business?
Premier Arms.
Premier Arms. And where's it located?
It's at 3754 South Green Street here in Brownsburg.
Okay, so what do you do for the people? What do you supply them? Obviously, it's arms as well as what else? Just kind of describe the business.
We're pretty unique. We've got Premier Arms, which obviously is firearms, shooting-related items, ammunition, accessories, optics, knives, things of that nature. We also have PA Jewelers, which is a full-service jewelry store. We specialize in estate jewelry, vintage pieces, handmade local jewelry artist pieces, things of that nature as well.
And this is on the same
facility,
land?
In the same building, yes, sir.
That's great. It's a very unique concept as far as combining those two unique businesses.
It is.
So did you have one side and maybe your wife had the other side, or how did that transition?
Yes and no. We wanted to develop a business that she could be a part of.
Okay.
I started the business in 2001, basically gun related, and got into buying a lot of jewelry. But when we moved into our new building about 5 years ago, we wanted to do something that I could pull her out of the corporate world and have her work with me every day. So the jewelry portion of the business was born.
That's great. All right. So how did you even get connected with Future Star Racing?
Well, through Norma. My wife and one of her previous corporate jobs actually worked with Norma, and we were friends with Norma before her meeting Al. But then they kind of met and, well, utilized our jewelry business for their beginning of their relationship, and we got introduced to Wings and Wheels, and then the Future Star Racing aspect of it through Norma, and then also through Al.
So obviously you're going to be smart with your own dollars for your own business and where you invest them. So besides being friends with them, what really made you be inspired about Future Star Racing, what they're doing with these young drivers, and why you wanted to actually help finance that whole movement?
We support a couple different charitable causes, and I like supporting causes I believe in. Things that I mean, it's easy to say, you know, donate to this or give money to that, but I like supporting causes that my wife and I believe in. And to be honest, we're very blessed as a business. In 21 years, I've enjoyed great success, and I think it's my duty and my obligation to give back in some way or another. Grew up in Speedway, have always been around racing, have been not a diehard fan, but always been intrigued with racing. What really intrigued me is what Mark and Alora McAlister decided to do with Wings and Wheels. And Mark is actually a customer of mine, and I never knew anything about Wings and Wheels, but the fact that you're giving back to a sport, you're giving deserving, young, passionate, skilled drivers a chance to do something that financially they would not be able to do.
Right.
And then providing mentor like Unser Jr., Sarah Fisher, and the coaches they use. To me, that's neat. If you're going to grow the sport, you need to have young drivers coming into it.
Right.
And not everybody has the capability financially to do it. And that's what really intrigued us, is it allowed us to give back in a way that would benefit young drivers and help grow and perpetuate the sport of racing.
So if you were going to, let's say, come across another possible sponsor, or just want to give a message to any other possible sponsors out there, why do you really feel they should be a part of this team?
Because I know the passion they have behind it. I know what Mark and Alora put into this, and the selfless giving they do to support what Norma and Al give to this. That this is really an organization that is built around helping the kids in the racing industry.
Right.
And it really is something that's so much cliche that every little bit helps, but every little bit helps. Right. Donate a little bit, they can buy a lug nut. Donate a little bit more, they might be able to buy an engine part or something. I mean, every little bit helps, but to be able to see the smile on those drivers when they're on the podium holding a trophy, and you know that they're there because a little part of what you did, it's something that it really is a group effort. And anybody that has an interest in racing and helping young, deserving men and women get into that sport, it's a great charitable organization that's ran by extremely wonderful, super kind people that you can be involved with and really see a tangible result from what you give.
And see, I think it's a beautiful business model for Wings and Wheels Foundation, that people can donate, and then that helps fuel the training and the
Absolutely.
equipment and everything for the drivers with Future Star Racing. And I know Norma had mentioned that it's like $1,500 for just a set of tires, and they
Right.
could go through multiple over a weekend.
Well,
You
and that's
know?
what we love, my wife and I, is, as a business, we get approached by people that want different charitable things. Some are, my kid drives midgets or something. I don't know anything about teams and race cars and drivers, and I can give it to Wings and Wheels, and then they've got the expertise and the ability to say, this is where it's best used. And that lets me know that what we contribute is used to benefit somebody to the highest level it can. Sometimes you might give enough to buy a lug nut. So other times it might be enough to buy a wheel, but everything that's given, they put to the best use possible. And at the end of the day, it's benefiting the youth and developing the next Unser Jr. for IndyCar or Jeff Gordon for NASCAR. I mean, you're developing that sport.
Right. And I think that's something that people that donate to any organization, they might think, hey, I'm going to donate once a year to this thing. But the realization is they have so many different races. They have, 6 different cities, 18 different races. And,
Absolutely.
So it might be one of those things that people can think about throughout the year to keep helping. And I think that some people, might give that initial investment or donation, that they can watch them progress along that road throughout the whole year and might be a little more motivated, not just for maybe the next year, but also within the middle of the season. But anyway, Bryce, I really appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
And I was out at your facility when we had the event out there last year that Norma had. Yes. You have a beautiful facility.
Thank you.
As well. And I thank you very much for your time and your kind words. Is there anything else you'd like to say to Mark and Alora and about Future Star Racing?
Well, just thank you, Mark. Thank you, Laura, for what you do and allowing us to be part of it. That's special to us that they allow us to be part of it. Thank you to Norma. Thank you to Al. Thank you to Bree and the great team that builds what we have here today. And September, we'll be doing our 22nd anniversary event to benefit Wings and Wheels and Future Star Racing at the shop. So we're continuing to do what we do and help support this great organization 3 years running. And I encourage anybody else to do the same.
Well, thank you, Bryce. And again, this is Sean with Voices of Racing. And I wish you luck on your road ahead with supporting Future Star and with Premier Arms.
Thank you, sir.
You got it.